What if I told you that you could buy a home, live in it, and have someone else pay your mortgage every single month? It's not a scam, it's not a loophole, it's not something only rich people can do. It's called house hacking. And it might be the most powerful strategy for our generation to get into real estate investing with almost no money out of pocket once you're in. I'm standing in front of a duplex right now, and I'm going to walk you through exactly how this works. So let's start with the basics. House hacking is when you buy a property, live in one part of it, rent out the other part of it, and then the rent from your tenant covers your mortgage completely or partly. Essentially means you're living for free or close to it. The most common way to do this is with a duplex, a triplex, or a fourplex, what we call small multifamily properties. So you live in one side, you rent out the other side, but you can also house hack with a single family home where you just rent out a spare bedroom, a finished basement, or a detached garage. The concept is simple. You're using your property to generate income that offsets your biggest monthly expense, your housing costs. And here's why this is such a big deal for our generation specifically. Most of us are paying rent right now anyway. Every month that money is gone. You're building zero equity, zero wealth, no return. You're just keeping a roof over your head and making somebody else rich. House hacking turns your biggest monthly expense into an asset. Let's talk real numbers because this is where it gets good. I'm about to walk through a duplex right now that's listed at $240,000. This is a 2-unit property, 1 bed, 1 bath on each side. So I'm going to walk you through exactly what this looks like as a house hack. Let's go. With a purchase price of $240,000 with an FHA loan, which is one of the best tools available for house hacking because you only need 3.5% down, your down payment would be about $8,400. Plus closing costs, you're looking around $16,000. Cash to close, which your lender can help you out with, and I can point you to a lender. Your mortgage on a $240,000 property with current interest rates is going to run you roughly $2,000 a month, which includes taxes, insurance, and mortgage insurance. A rental unit this size in a duplex with most markets is going to rent anywhere from $600 to $1,400, which I know that's a big jump, but depending on where you are and the condition of the property and the size. There is currently a tenant in one side of this property paying $720 a month. However, the other side of the property, the one I'm currently in, is being used as a short-term rental, generating roughly $1,400 a month in revenue. So if you were to keep the Airbnb side, live in the other side, that would bring your out-of-pocket housing costs down to $600 a month. Like, what? $600 a month to live in a property you own while building equity every single month? That's crazy. Compare that to the average rent right now, which is well over $1,500 in most markets. You're now saving over $900 a month just by being smart about how you buy. While you're living there, the property is appreciating in value. You're building equity, you're getting tax benefits. And when you're ready to move out, you don't have to sell it if you don't want to. You can rent out both sides. And now it's a full-blown investment property generating a cash flow while you go and do it again somewhere else. That is how a portfolio starts. Not with a ton of money, just with one smart move. This specific property right here, this is exactly the kind of opportunity that I'm talking about. 2 units, solid bones, it's good market where rent supports the numbers. This is a real deal that a real person could act on right now. So, how do you actually do this? Well, here's the simple version. Step 1, get an FHA loan. If you're a first-time home buyer, this is your best friend. 3.5% down, and it works on properties up to 4 units as long as you live in one of them. That's the house hacking loophole that makes this so accessible. Step 2, find the right property. You're looking for a small multifamily, duplex, triplex, or a single family with rentable space. The key is making sure that the rental income covers a significant chunk of your mortgage. Run the numbers before you fall in love with the property. Step 3, screen your tenants. This is where people get nervous because it's scary, but it doesn't have to be complicated. Good screening involves a credit check, income verification, rental history, and it protects you, which is the most important thing. You're not just picking anyone, you're picking someone who qualifies. Step 4, live there for at least a year. FHA requires owner occupancy, so you need to live there, but honestly, 1 year of near free housing while you build equity is an incredible deal. And that's it. That's the entry point into real estate investing that most people never find because nobody told them it existed. I want you to think about where you're going to be in 5 years. If you keep renting, you'll have 5 more years of payments and nothing to show for it. If you're paying $1,500 a month in rent right now, that's $18,000 a year. That's $90,000 in 5 years. Can you imagine how much equity you would have built into your own property if you had been putting that money there instead? If you house hack even once, you could have a property that's appreciated, equity that you've built, a tenant who have helped you get there, and the foundation of a real estate portfolio. This is the kind of move our generation needs to be making. Not because it's easy, but because it works. It really, truly works. And that's wealth over wages for the generation that has to build it themselves. I'm Cheyenne Geyer, and I will see y'all next week when we talk about the BRRRR method.